Hey guys, my name is Chetan Eshnur and today I'm going to review the Milestone ROM version 4.5 for the Galaxy S4 i9500. So first of all, let's get into the settings. And you have the normal connection settings right over here. You have the sounds and notification settings right over here as well. And you can set the vibration intensity, the vibration pattern and all. And you have display settings right over here. You have the floating messages settings right over here, and you also have the edge lighting settings over here and edge screen settings over here, and you can turn off the edge light because it doesn't really work, and the information stream also doesn't work, so you can turn that off as well. So the people's edge and the app's edge do work, and you can also change the edge screen position over here, and you can also change it to left or right. And let's get out of it. And you also have the motion and gestures from the Galaxy S4, and you have the application settings over here. And the ROM does come with the Note 5 wallpapers right over here, and you also have theme store right away from Samsung. um, you need to have a Samsung account to download the themes. And you have the screen lock type over here. You have a pattern, pin and password. You also have the show information. You can have the dual clock, you have the weather information, you have the owner's information, and there are many unlock effects in this ROM. You have the stone skipping, you have seasonal, you have spring, and I personally use the popping colors. And let's take it out. And you also have the charging effect, which I personally don't use. And you have the device security, you have the find my mobile settings right over here. You also have the privacy and safety mode right over here. You have the easy mode, which turn your phone into the home screen mode like the MIUI. And you have the accessibility settings right over here. You also have flash notifications in hearing and all. You can change the sound balance for your headphones. You have the vision settings right over here. You have magnification gestures. And let's just turn it off. And you have negative colors as well. You have color adjustments, you have notification reminder, you have directional lock. It is basically a lock screen based on the direction you put in. So now we need to put in the direction, and the device just unlocks. And let's turn it off. And that's it with this, I guess. And you have the battery settings right over here. You do get a pretty nice battery life with this ROM. I've been using it for 2 days, this ROM for 2 days, and it gives me a whole day. So you also have the power saving mode, which comes in very handy, and you also have the ultra power saving mode. So it configures the device first, and you can also add applications right over here with the help of ultra power saving mode manager. And let's turn it off. So it will configure the device once again. So when the device is configured, it automatically goes into the normal mode. So let's get into settings once again. And so basically you have a good battery life with this ROM, and you also have the storage settings right over here. You have the accessory settings right over here. You have the about device here, and you can see the status. And as you can see that the build number is 4.5 and the kernel is permissive. And you also have the ROM updater right over here, and as you can see there are no updates available right now. So let's get out of it and let's get into applications. So this is the phone app. This is the phone app, and you can dial numbers over here, which is just like the S6 and the Note 5 and all. And you also have the contacts app right over here. You have the messages app, and you also have the internet app, the Samsung internet app, which is really smooth. And so you also have the S Planner, which also shows the weather for the next 7 days according to your location. And you also have the memo application right over here. You have the S Voice, which I don't use. You have the S Health, which I don't use. You also have the calculator app from the S6 and the Note 5 and all. And you also have the Smart Manager. And the RAM usage was about 82% right now. It is now dropped to 56%. And you also have the block calls and messages right over here. You have the data usage, and you also have the voice recorder from the S6, I guess. And you have the Galaxy apps, you have the camera application. The camera application is really nice as well, and you have different modes over here. Most of them don't work. The selective focus don't work, the pro mode doesn't work, it crashes. Panorama modes work, and you can also download different modes from the Samsung store. And you also have the effects right over here, different effects. And you have the HDR settings right over here, and you have the timer settings, you have the flash settings. The device is not hot right now, but it is showing try again when your device has cooled down. I think that's a bug with the HDR mode. So you also have the settings right over here, and basic settings, I guess. And let's get out of it. And you also have the gallery application, you have the video application, you have the My Files, and just like the S6. And you have the music applications as well, which is like the S6 as well, and the Note 5. And you have the clock application, just like the S6 and the Note 5. And you have the Play Store, you have the Studio, you have the Google app, you have the voice search, you have the Google settings, you have the A command, which I don't use because it gets stuck in between the applications. You have the S Note, you have the Scrapbook, which I don't use. You have the Side Sync to sync between your devices, and you have the Super Usual application, you have Viper for Android. You have Written PDF, and you have the Xposed installer. Rest all I installed from the Play Store since I've been using this ROM for 2 days. And you have to choose Viper for Android and Xposed installer in the ROM installer. And as you can see that the ROM is really fluent than before, and I really like this ROM now. As I have told you before, the battery life is good. And so this wallpaper doesn't come with the ROM, it is a different wallpaper which I set. And you also have the wallpapers from here as well, and the ROM does have the briefing as well. And you can also set widgets from here as well. You have the theme settings from here as well, and you have the grid settings over here. And as you can see that the status bar is a little bit changed, and these are the different settings you get in the status bar. And so this is the People's Edge and the Apps Edge right over here, and it really does work. And Option key works as a recent apps key in this ROM. So ROM is very fluent, and I would recommend it for daily usage as well. I think that's it. Thanks for watching, guys.